Meow, yeah, I see you, Louie. What are you doing in here, huh? Getting the bugs? Meow, meow, yeah. Well, today, this episode, here in the realm of never-ending Corvette projects, I'm going to show you a little bit about these wide oval Firestone tires that I just got. Well, that's a lie. I didn't just get them. I've had them for about 8 months. I got them at the Carlisle show 2021, and then they shipped them to me because they didn't have them in stock. They were out of stock for so long. Finally got them in like October, so I've had them for 6 months, maybe 8 months. Well, what is this? Yeah, so it'd be whatever. It's been a while. I got the rims all cleaned up, so tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get these mounted up. So I just figured I'd kind of show them real quick here before they're actually mounted on the rims. These are the Super Belt. They're not the radial. You can get the radial, I guess that's now available. And so if you want a better performing tire, but I just wanted to go with the original tire here. I've never even used a tire like this on a sports car before. A buddy of mine said I'm really gonna hate them. So, all right, Jim, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get them on here with, God knows, I don't know, 500 horsepower. So anyway, they come all wrapped up like this. And that's basically how they came shipped right from UPS. And so these are, let's see, find a number on here. So this is the F70 15. If it's the radial, I think it would be FR70 15, if memory serves me. But I could be wrong. But they are very narrow. I was surprised at how narrow they are. Now they kind of bulge out. They have that flexible sidewall. But I figured I'd at least give you a peek at them. Compare them here maybe to these other tires. The tires that I've been rolling this car around on for quite some time. Let's see, these are, what are these? A Renegade, National Renegade, whatever. And what's the tire size on this? It's got to be somewhere on here. There we go, 235/60 R15. And those are from 2001, so they are totally shot. But just for size reference, you can see they're really, really narrow. Even the height is completely different. And then I'm gonna get really crazy here. We can compare them to this 295. And that's just an old Dunlop tire. I think that's a 295/50. Let's see, where's the number on this one? Let's see, 295/50 R15. And this was actually a tire that I mounted on one of these old stock car rims. That's a 10-inch rim. Back when I used to race circle track asphalt. This was just a leftover rim I had. And that mounts up to a wide 5 hub. It's pretty cool if you've never seen anything like that. And they got 2 valve stems. One of them is for airing it up. This one really isn't supposed to be there. It's normally like a bleeder valve. So as the air expands in the tire from the heat of going around the track, it bleeds air out for you so the tire doesn't expand and throw your setup all out of whack. But anyway, so yeah. Originally when I was building this car, I thought since I had these Van Steel trailing arms here, that I was thinking about maybe putting a huge tire like this on here. But then I thought better of it. Like, nah, let's go with the original tire. So, yeah, I think they'll be pretty sharp. Might handle like crap, but oh well, you know. It's a, what, 50-year-old car? Or maybe older, is it? Yeah, 50 years old, something like that. So, it'll be fine. Hopefully tomorrow, be able to get these mounted up on the rims, and then I'll get them mounted on the car, get some pictures and videos of that as well. and yeah, kind of see how they look once the sidewall is blown out and expanded. I imagine they're going to look totally different. So it'll be nice to get some new shoes on this thing. I've been pushing this thing around for 3 years on these Renegade tires. I actually got these off a 74 Corvette that I bought for parts. They're from 2001. They're totally dried out, but they never lost any air, which was great. Having a project that I could just push around all the time. Didn't have to worry about them going flat all the time. So the Renegades, they did me well. And actually, they came in really handy. At the beginning of COVID, when everything was shut down, here in Michigan, the gyms were closed down for like an extended period of time, thanks to Gretchen Whitmer. And so I actually used these tires for their physical weight. Well, the tires and rims, I had all 4 of them bolted together on a piece of pipe to act as like a barbell. And I actually used one of these tool chests over here, and I put a yoga mat on it, and that was just functioned, has a nice bench. Then I had 2 stacks of tires on each side, and I would just drop the weight down on that. My girlfriend would run around and grab the bar before it would like drop off and roll across the ground. It was really sketchy, but it was kind of funny. I'll throw a clip of that in. Alrighty, so fast forward a couple of days and I've got the tires on the rims now. Dropped these off this morning. Actually, I just went and picked them up. They had these all day long. So I dropped them off and the guy told me, give me about an hour and I should have these done for you. So I went back down there around, I don't know, maybe an hour, hour and a half later. And they only had one done. And basically, they were really struggling to try and get the sidewall here stretched out enough that the bead would seal up. We have basically, you can see there's a lot of sidewall bulge on these. So we got a 6-inch tread width here, but it's on an 8-inch rim. So he said that because it was so chilly today, the rubber was a little cold this morning, and so it wasn't expanding as well as they'd hoped. So had it been like 90 degrees, they could have set the tires out in the sun. That would have helped out a lot. What they did was they tried to put ether in it. That didn't work. So then they tried using the air hog to blast a bunch of air in there. That didn't work either. So what they ended up doing was putting inner tubes in them. Then, airing up the inner tube to expand the sidewall out against the edge of the rim. And then they just let them sit for a couple of hours. And then after that, let the air out, pull the inner tubes out, and then the tires went right on. So kind of need to stretch out that sidewall. So FYI, if you're going to do this yourself, maybe you do it on a hot sunny day and get yourself a few inner tubes, just have them handy laying around. And that might help you out. So now I'm going to go ahead and get these on the car here, and we'll see how they look. Okay, there we have it. Tires are mounted on the car finally, and it's looking really sharp. The suspension's jacked way up because it was sitting on jack stands. So once I get it outside, kind of roll it around a little bit, that'll settle down. It's kind of hard to tell, but this front tire, the suspension's so jacked up that the tire is kind of rolling down on the bottom side here. But they're looking really good, and the position of the tire and how it comes out away from the wheel well. I was kind of hoping it was not going to be like sucked in too far. So the back spacing looks to be correct. I mean, obviously they're the correct wheels, but you never know. You never know how things are going to turn out. So this one looks really good down the side there, so I'm happy with that. And I'm kind of cramped up in the garage here. I don't have a whole lot of space to get any good video of this thing. But I think that's about the best we can do right there, just looking down it. So my next project is going to wet sand. I'm going to wet sand this and get it all buffed out, because this clear coat has a decent amount of ripples and waves and a couple little bugs here and there. So that's the next project. And then And hopefully I'll get all the trim and everything on it and get that exhaust moved up and the exhaust cover on it. Get the windshield in. Be able to take this thing for a spin. So, well, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the video and maybe you learned something about the wide oval tires, because I know I did. And we'll catch you in the next video. So thanks for watching.